Good morning, children. Welcome to today's class. In our yesterday's class, we had started Act 3, Scene 3. In this scene, we have so far learned that Gonzalo is feeling very tired because of the hardship that he has faced while during his return from Claribel's marriage, and he wants to take some rest. While he wants to take some rest, at the same time, Sebastian and Antonio plan together, and Antonio reminds Sebastian that now he will be getting one more opportunity to implement the plan that they had planned, that is the plan of killing Alonso and Gonzalo and assuming control over the kingdom of Naples. So Sebastian says that if he gets one more opportunity, he will take full advantage of that opportunity, and then he will kill Alonso and Gonzalo, and then he will assume control of the island. Then we have read that various spirits will enter and they will lay the banquet in front of them, a table full of delicacies, and they will dance and they will disappear. We have done this much, and with those spirits, Prospero will also appear, but Prospero will be invisible. He will not be visible to these men, that is Alonso, Gonzalo, Antonio and Sebastian. Then Alonso, once the spirits they come and they lay the table, and they, after performing some sweet gestures of salutation or greetings, they disappear. It frightens all four of them, and in return to them, now we will start from here. Alonso, in return to their gesture, Alonso gets very scared. In fact, all four of them, they get very scared, and Alonso replies, "Give us kind keepers, heavens. What are these?" Give us kind keepers means give us kind keepers. Kind keepers means protectors or guards, we can say guards or protectors. So Alonso says that give us kind keepers, kind guards. What are these? That is, who are these? Whoever the spirits, they had come and they had just laid the banquet in front of them. So he has become very scared, and he says, who are these? Who are these spirits? Sebastian, a living drollery. Sebastian, a living drollery. Sebastian says that it was a, you can say, live puppet show. Drollery means puppet show. Drollery means puppet show. So Sebastian says they were living drollery, or you can say they were live puppet show. Now I will believe that there are unicorns, that in Arab there is one tree, the phoenix throne, one phoenix at this hour reigning there. Now Sebastian says that whatever we have just seen, it was something which has made me believe in the story of unicorn. Now unicorn are actually considered to be those horses which have thorns above on their head. According to Greek mythology, unicorns are those horses which have thorns above on their head. So seeing these spirits, after they had performed certain gestures and after they had disappeared, Sebastian says that this act of theirs has made him believe in the story of unicorn and in the story of phoenix. Now phoenix is considered to be a very vast bird who is according to Greek mythology, who is expected, who is supposed to be present in Arab, and it is very vast and it covers a certain area. So he says that this has made me believe in the story of unicorn as well as in the presence of as well as it has made me believe in the bird phoenix, which I suppose is still present there and is ruling and is placed at some place in Arab as of now. So why he is saying so? He is saying so because of the puppet show that was performed, because of the show, because of the dance, because of the performance that was given by the spirits that were under Prospero's control, and they had laid delicacies in front of these four men, and after giving them humble salutations, humble gestures of you can say greetings, they had disappeared, and it has frightened these men. That is why he says that this live puppet show has made me believe in the story of unicorn and phoenix. Now, Antonio, I will believe both. Now, Antonio says that since I also saw what has just happened, I will believe in the story of phoenix as well as in the story of unicorn. And what does else want credit? Wants credit means want approval. Credit over here means approval. Approval. So he says that apart from this, apart from this, whatever credit has been given, apart from the approval that I have given to you, that I will believe in whatever you have just said about unicorn and about phoenix. Tell me what approval you want apart from this. What approval, what affirmation you require apart from this, he says. And then he says, come to me and I will be sown, it's true. Now he says, come to me means narrate that thing to me, whatever you want me to approve, narrate that thing to me, tell that thing to me, and I will approve it, I will affirm it, that it is true. Then he says, travelers never did die, though fools at home condemned them. Now he says, now Antonio says that now travelers never did lie. Now he is saying that since people who used to travel, who used to take sea voyages, they also used to narrate some fascinating stories to the people when they reached back home. But people at home, they never used to believe in them. That is why he says, but travelers never lied. That is, travelers, when they narrated stories of their adventures, of the things that they came across on their travel, during the course of their travel, they were actually true and they never lied. But he says, though fools at home condemned them. Condemn them means criticize them. Condemn means criticize. So he is saying, Antonio is saying that travelers, they never lied. Whatever stories they told, they were actually truth. But he says that people at home, that is people at the places, at their places, the places to which they originally belonged to, they were actually fools. He says that travelers, they never used to lie. They always told the adventure, whatever adventure stories they told about whatever they encountered during the course of their journey. It was actually true, and people who listened to their tales back home, actually they were fools because they criticized them, they condemned them. Then now he says, Gonzalo says, if in Naples I should report this now, report means relay. Report means relay. So Gonzalo says, if once we reach to Naples, once we reach to the place from where we have been coming, if I relay this, if I tell them whatever has just happened, if I report to them, he says, would they believe me? Now he says that will the people to whom I will narrate the incident, whatever has just happened, will they trust me? Will they believe me? He says, if I should say I saw such Icelanders, he say, if I tell them that I had seen certain people from this island, certain people of this island, for certes, these people are of this island. Certes means certainly. Certes means certainly. He says that it is quite true, it is a fact that these people, they belong to this island only. They are the member of this island. He says, who, though they are monstrous shape, yet note their manners are more gentle, kind than of human generation. Generation over here means race. So he says, now he says that these people, I am quite sure, I am quite affirmed that these people are of this island only. They are the member of this island only. Then he says, though they are of monstrous shape. Now he says that though as we saw them that they were not of human shape, they were not of normal shape, they were of monstrous shape. But he says, yet note means yet we should notice, we should take into account, we should take into consideration their manners are more gentle, kind than of our human race you shall find. Now he says that the gestures that they had performed, they were very refined, they were very unique, and they were very cultured. They were very much different, they were very more refined than the gestures which are performed by human beings, which are performed by people who are of our own race. So he says, then nay, almost nay. He says that how many of us have same manners, same etiquettes as the people of this island who had just appeared in front of us. They had shown how many of us have same etiquettes, same manners as them. Prospero aside, honest Lord, thou hast said well, for some of you there present are worse than devils. Prospero is listening to Gonzalo, but he is invisible to them, and he says that very truly you have said, honest Lord, very rightfully, whatever you have said it very rightfully, because many of you who are present there, they are even worse, they are even bad. If we compare them to devils, they are even worse than the devils as well, he says. And also, I cannot too much muse over here means contemplate or imagine. Muse means contemplate. Imagine. Now, Gonzalo says, I cannot too much contemplate, I cannot imagine too much, such shapes, such gestures and such sound. I cannot force my imagination to think of such shapes, that is the shapes in which the spirits had appeared, such sounds means the music that they had produced, and such gestures means the greetings, the manner in which they greeted these four men. So he says, I cannot contemplate, I cannot imagine about too much about them, expressing, although they want the use of tongue, a kind of excellent dumb discourse. Now he says, they want the use of tongue means although they were not able to use any language, but in whatever way they greeted us, in whatever gestures they performed, it was very nicely done, and they were actually able to convey whatever they wanted to convey through those gestures. Prospero aside, praise in departing means give praise when they. Now he says that I am expecting that they will praise, they are praising them, they are praising the spirits who have just departed. Francisco, they vanished strangely. Francisco says that though they had given some sweet gestures to us, but they disappeared in a very strange manner. Sebastian, they have left their viands behind, for we have stomachs. Now Sebastian, who is very hungry, says that yes, they have disappeared, but they have left their viands behind. Viands means food. Sebastian says that they have left their food behind, for we have stomach means we have appetite for food. We are feeling hungry. Wilt please you taste of what is here? Now Sebastian says that will you please, now he is addressing to Alonso, and he says that will you please taste whatever they have left over here. Alonso, not I. Alonso says, I will not. Gonzalo, now Gonzalo is addressing to Alonso, and he says, believe me, faith sir, you need not fear. Now he says that believe me, trust me sir, that you should not be fearful, you should not have any fear. When we were boys, who would believe that there were mountaineers? Now he says that when we were boys, when we were young, it wouldn't have been possible for us to believe that there were people who used to climb mountains, that there were mountaineers dew-lapped like bulls, and when they used to climb mountains, they used to get covered with dew just like bulls, whose throats had hanging at them. Now he says that people who climb mountain, who live in mountain area, their physique is different as compared to the people who live in low-lying areas. So he says that their throat is hanging just like bulls. So he says that when we were young, it wouldn't have been possible for us to believe that there were mountaineers who were covered with dew. Dew means who were covered with the dew that falls from the sky, and then their throats must have been hanging wallets of flesh, or that there were such men whose heads stood in their breast. Now he says that it wouldn't have been possible for us to believe in very young age that people had such short neck, so that it gave the impression as if their head was was just next to their breast, chest. He says, which now we find each putter out of 5, for one will bring us good warrant us. Now he says, and now we find that these stories will be supported. Now he says that once these stories used to be narrated, but now we can very much be assured that these stories can be supported with proofs and evidence of every traveler who traveled on foreign soils and ensures his life at the rate of £5 or £1 invested. Now we are going to stop here today. I hope you all have understood. We have read about how the spirits danced and how these men they felt and what they interpreted after seeing the spirits who had come and laid the banquet in front of them and had disappeared. Now they are just contemplating, imagining about what could be the possibility about the spirits. Now, thank you so much, class.